Let me show you my countryside through these old headlights. We can take this road as far as you want to go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on reviving my uncle's farm. My name is Paso, this is my vlog, and we are continuing in the same day that we left previously. So I'm gonna refill the Massey Ferguson first with the fuel. It's probably not gonna need a lot, but I still wanna do it because I have big plans for this tractor today. The grass is all mowed. We have seen that in the previous episode. Oh, it's already done. Let me just take the hose out and shut it off. Perfect. So yeah, the grass has been cut and it needs to be tethered today. So I have been on the phone with not with the animal dealer, but with the vehicle shop. So they will prepare a tether for us. We're gonna lease it for 360 pounds. So this is initial lease, and I don't believe we're gonna use it more than 1 hour. But right now I still have to wait a bit until the grassland is dried up a bit. So for that case I will in the meantime I'm going to do something. Where's the bucket? It's over there. Okay, I need to take the weight down. And I will go prepare that area that I'm going to have that dairy production in. So I will go and clear up those bushes, and I will move the water bowser out of the way, and I will go and use a bucket to scrape the ground off to level it. So it's gonna be ready for the building. Of course, the builders are going to adjust the foundation a bit, but otherwise I've heard that that is a very straightforward thing, so yeah. And I have also been on the phone with the neighbor farmer. That was the one that was the first ever to lend me a tractor and a mower when I had some trouble with my own. And he said there's no problem, that he can freely lend me or sell me a bit of wheat so I can have it in storage to feed our chicken. And the price is a lot lower than it is for the store-bought chicken feed. That was very expensive. Okay, let me take the pin out. And now I need to get the brush cutter, our trusty brush cutter. This is the one that did not let us fail. They did not fail on us actually, but the ride-on one that we got from the council failed miserably, so yeah. Let me take it there and start using it. And while I'm at it, I think I'm gonna clear the brush at our petrol station. Alright, and it starts on a first try. Awesome. Let me start going into the bush. Yeah, that's right. Just like the old times. Yeah. I don't know how many of you remember, but a first thing basically that I did for money when I came here into this county was clearing up the roads with this machine. I don't know if it's a Husqvarna or is it a steel, but yeah, it's working really well. I was thinking, on the other hand, if I should take another loan out, just for me to be able to get this dairy production underway, because it will bring us money and it will pay for itself, I think, quite quickly. Yeah, and I think I want to keep this skip, because I am going to have some waste, and it's good to have something that you can put your waste into, so the cleaners, when they come, can collect it easily, and it's out of the way, and it's also in accordance to health and safety guidance laws. Okay, almost done. I just need to get rid of this one, and there's just a little piece of grass left over here. I want to do this away. Okay, so let me make my way back to the other side of the farm. Man, do you remember what this all looked like when I first came here? There were trees growing in this yard. Everything was grown over. There were trash piles of some sort of debris. I'm not exactly sure what kind of a debris it was, but yeah, I would say this is a major change here. I'm very happy with it, you know. I came here with basically zero knowledge of how farming works, or how to rebuild your house, how to clean everything up, how to actually fell trees. That was also a first for me. And I remember how I tried to load everything on this trailer, and it looked disastrously bad, because everything was sticking out, and it was, you know, very dangerous. I'm just happy no policeman caught me while I was moving all that. Okay, so it looks like we have quite a nice area here. I might even be able to use this for storage of some sort. Maybe put something here, or I'm not sure. But this really tall grass. Can I reach under it? Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, now that all seems fine and dandy. Let me just turn this off and carry it back. Now for the next trick, I'm gonna use the Massey Ferguson, and I'm gonna scrape the ground to get the top layer off, to get the grass off. So we're gonna be left with the dirt patch, which I think is gonna be quite suitable for the building. And when I'm done here, I am going to go to that neighbor I've said before, and I'm gonna go get the wheat for our chicken. We have agreed that we're gonna check the price of wheat when I come over, and we'll see where the prices are, and he's gonna give me a reasonable price based on that. Okay, yeah, give me a couple of minutes while I level this out, and we'll talk later. Okay, and I think I'm done. Yeah, this corner looks a lot neater now. And I think this is gonna be awesome. So the building is gonna to come somewhere around here. Maybe here. Or maybe on this side. Maybe it will be lined up with the hedge over here. I'm not sure how big it is, but I think it should fit somewhere in here. So yeah, this is perfect. Okay, where do I put the Massey for it to be out of the way? I think I'm gonna put it here. And now I need to set up the trailer because as I chatted with the farmer, he said that he already has that wheat in crates. Look how much neater this looks. I mean, come on. I should plant some flowers here under this tree. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. I don't know why I took so long to do it. Anyway, no, actually, I need to set up the trailer for a pallet transport. Because I don't think I'm gonna be using it for bulk materials today. Not anymore, though. At least. Yeah, so let me take the sides off for it to be ready. Okay, and we are back to our trusty setup. We mostly use this trailer for pallet transport, so yeah. This is why I called it my trusty setup. But anyway, let me make my way to that farm and sort out the chicken feed. I have agreed for 4,000 liters of wheat, so that should keep us afloat for a while, even though our chickens are very hungry. So yeah, that might not even be enough, but if it's not enough, I can still contact him and ask for more. I don't think that's gonna be much of a problem. I'm now driving past my sheep pen. I have installed a camera, wireless camera, yeah, that was the word I was searching for. So I can check their feed and water levels, and it looks like feed is actually very good because they feed off the grassland of the actual pasture, and the water is about halfway full, so I don't need to refill it today, but it's gonna have to be done in the near future. It's actually coming on to summer, so yeah, it's probably gonna be hot and they're gonna use more water compared to... Oh! My god. Excuse me. Okay, well, that was unnecessary. I've inspected the tractor. There doesn't seem to be any damage on it, at least nothing worth mentioning. Nothing I didn't do myself. Everything runs okay, the liquids are good, but yeah, we got a fine for reckless driving, and I had to give the insurance coupon to the police. I'm not sure why they stopped. I mean, I have it on tape. I showed them the videotape, the vlog I'm recording, and yeah, they didn't budge. They said that I shouldn't be recording, talking, and doing stuff while driving, which, okay, fair enough. But still, I mean, yeah. Anyway, I got I think a 500-pound fine I need to pay until the next month. So that's not good, but on the other hand, it could be much worse. And I also gave them the insurance card, yeah, the policy. Okay. Okay, and if I'm not wrong, these are the rates waiting for me. I'm gonna have to position myself in a way that I can be loaded. Yeah, let me make a fool out of myself by reversing dolly trailer in a neighbor's yard. No, actually, I'm not doing too bad. Okay, let me turn the tractor off and let's go speak with the farmer. Man, what a day. Ooh, I'm still shaking a bit because, you know, traffic accidents are never fun. Oh, look. Huh. Looks like he doesn't use this building anymore. Interesting. Okay, all the crates are now loaded up. Let me just strap them down for safety. I don't want to be an unsafe driver anymore. I might even lose my license, you know. That's not something you should play with. Anyway, we have agreed. The prices are from 570 to 600 pounds per 1,000 liters. And he said he's gonna charge me 590 pounds per 1,000 liters. So that means I need to pay him 2,360 pounds. So let me take care of this right now. Okay, that is all sorted out, and while I'm at it, I will just pay the fine for crashing into a police car, because, you know, it's not gonna get any smaller anytime soon, and I do have the means to do so, so yeah, let me sort that out. Right. Well, shame. That was a shame. Okay. Can I turn around anywhere on this side of the farm? Oh, look, cows. Yeah, he has calves. And he has brown and black cows. How neat. Anyway, let me make my way back to the farm. And let's see what we can do. I think I'm gonna drop a crate or two straight to the chickens. I'm not sure if they even take more than one crate. We'll see. Alright, and here we are. So how do I go about it? I don't want to put crates into the silo and then take seed straight out. Well, not seed, the wheat. I think I'm gonna go over. Yeah, no, this was way too way too courageous of a turn. Nope, still not. It's like the main hinge is kind of rusted and it doesn't want to turn. Or I'm just not very skilled with this. But let me see, can I dump it straight into the chicken trough? Okay, it looks like I can. Awesome. And the chicken trough should be now filled. So I have to dump the rest over here. And perfect. Okay, step number 2. Let's get that tether in order to head the field. It should be dry enough on the upper side, so I can turn it now. And I think I'm gonna use this tractor because it's the fastest. Or is it though? How fast does the Massey Ferguson go? I forgot. Yeah, because if the Massey is fast enough, well, fast enough, I'm talking like it's a rocket, but... What does the speedometer say? Yeah, about the same. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to drop the bucket over here. And I'm gonna go to the vehicle shop where we'll pick up the tether. It looks so much neater. I really don't know why I haven't done this before. Cleaned up that edge and cleaned up the area at our fuel tanker. I have no idea. So don't ask. Okay, made my way to the shop. Now let's get that header. I hope it's gonna be light enough for this tractor. It should be. It's only a tether. There's nothing much to it. Okay, so we got a Kubota. We paid £357. And it's already waiting for us. Yeah, and Kubotas are known for their orange color and for reliability, so I've heard. I was watching a vlog of one farmer and he said that if you want a tractor, a good small yard tractor, go for a Kubota. They are supposed to be very good. And these hydraulics on the Massey Ferguson don't really lift high. But anyway, it takes around 30 horsepower to run, so I think the Massey should be plenty capable of doing this. So let's return to the farm and start doing field work. And meanwhile, I think I'll stop at the police station to show them that I have paid the fine, because they wanted proof of payment. I'm not sure why, because most of the companies now that accept online payments, they have instant payment confirmation, but looks like the police is not yet ready for that kind of transfer. Okay, I have made a stop at the police station and they checked everything off as okay. And now I need to go into the field, stead it, and then I want to windrow it. And I want to make bales today, so it would be awesome if I can make all that happen. But if not, I should be able to, you know, it's not such a big job. We still have plenty of silage for cow feed, so there seems to be no worries in that department. Okay, let's see how this works. Hydraulics. Good. And okay, it's a little narrower than I expected. I set up myself to be at a very wide angle. Okay, PTO engaged. Now I'm gonna set my throttle to 10 kilometers and let's see. Is it working? Okay, go wide. Okay, yeah, it seems to be working. Awesome. Yeah, so I think this is gonna be best recorded in time-lapse, because it's gonna be a very slow job, I believe. The field is not, you know, huge, but it's still big, and it's uphill, so it takes a lot more time because the engine struggles and, you know, stuff. On the other hand, I am very happy with the result. Looks fine. And I believe this is actually the first hay making we are doing on this farm. We have done silage bales before, we have done loose silage, but never before we were making hay. That hay that I found in the shed is actually from my uncle. Must be very old hay. But yeah, even if we do have it, it might not be best suitable for our animals. You never want to be scrunch, or what's it said, you never want to be tight on quality of feed, you know, because the quality of feed determines the quality of your animals and their products, and basically determines your income. You can fake it for some time, but if you give your animals bad feed, they are gonna get sick, and you're gonna have to replace the animals. They're gonna have lower milk production, for example, lower egg production. So in the end, it doesn't really pay off to be cheap in that department. Okay, I'm rambling. Let me go to a time lapse. Okay, and this is probably gonna be the last pass. And looking at my bank account, it's such a nice thing that we have those vending machines, because the money keeps trickling in all the time. Even though we were down to 5,000 and something, we are back to 6,100. So yeah, I think that dairy is gonna be perfect. And yeah, looking at the grass, let me just jump out for a quick second. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So I think I'm gonna go and start windrowing straight away. And I was thinking of not going up. Man, that it looks good. Such a beautiful color of the wheat or barley, not sure. Let me go check. Yeah, I think it's wheat. Where was I? Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a different route of windrowing, and I'm not gonna go up and down for each row, but I think I'm gonna go 3 rows into one. So I'll show you what that means. But basically it's gonna be 3 rows and then 1 in the other direction. So I mean 2 rows in one direction and another in the opposite direction. You'll see fairly quick what I mean. Okay, and let's extend it. Did I extend it too quickly? Am I gonna be able to get it out? Okay. Yeah. So close. And yet so far. Okay, so I will keep the speed at 10. Let me just take 2 gears down. Let's go. So this one is even narrower than the tether was before, so yeah, I have to take this into account. But on the other hand, it's a genius solution. You know, the tines, the belts, so simple yet so efficient. Okay, so this is the first pass. I'm gonna go all the way around the field, and then I'm gonna do another pass in the same direction. So we're gonna move the whole windrow up one bit. Am I picking everything up? I am. And then I'm going to turn around and go into the opposite direction, and that will create a complete windrow separated from the rest of the mowed grass from the hay. So I hope that's gonna work nicely, and I hope it's not gonna clog the baler up, but it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. So the tractor is actually struggling more with this windrower than it has with the Kubota, which I suppose makes sense because this is an older machine and it's probably a bit rusty and it doesn't spin so lightly as that new Kubota does. But yeah. And I think I'm gonna have a phone call with that company that builds those productions for your farm, and I think I'm gonna straight out order that dairy production. I think that's gonna be the right way to go, and because I'm gonna have plenty of time windrowing this, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. This job really doesn't require much out of you. You just have to follow the lines and that's it. It's like, just like a kid, you know, when you have those coloring books and you have to color inside the lines or stuff like that. Yeah, this is basically the same. Except you're on a tractor and you're making lines on the fields. Okay, so now I think I can drive like this. Yeah, okay, you can see it's picking everything up. Nope, I'm actually missing. Okay, so I have to be situated something like this. And then I'm gonna go in the other direction and I will fill up the row. And then again, 2 in this direction and 1 in the opposite. I'm not exactly sure how fast this tractor goes in reverse, but you can also do it reversing. So when I will do the center bit, I will simply go up and then reverse back down to make everything happen. A few hours later. Whew. Man, this was a job. Okay, let me put the pin back in. Let's tighten it up so it doesn't jump out and go off the field. Now for our next thing on the menu, we need to hook up the baler. I need to check if I have enough of the bale wrap in the baler, and then I have to go. For those of you who like to have things organized, I have missed one row over there. It's only 2 rows combined into one, except well, rather than 3 rows. So yeah, excuse me, and please don't take it too personally. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, so I will probably use this front loader to take bales off the field, but that's gonna be next day. So I'm just gonna put it somewhere out of the way. I think inside here is gonna be perfect. Yeah, I do want to have my machines under cover at all times, if possible. Let me just hasten my step a bit. Yeah, let's close up after feeding the cows and let's unleash our trusty deer. It is gonna need a service quite soon, I think. Okay, let me see if I'm aligned correctly. I am. So we have around half of the bale wrap still in. Let me just check one thing, if I that empty the grass that is in the baler. Alright, I can't find a way to empty the baler because it's not yet full. So I'm just gonna do it, and the first bale is gonna be grass, because it's mostly grass inside, and I'm gonna discard it probably, and all the next bales should be our hay. Okay, so you always want to wait for the whole machine to spool up correctly, sufficiently. And okay, well, I guess the hay won, so we are gonna have a hay bale straight off. And we're already full. That is because it already had some inside, some material. Yeah, the only downside of this baler is that it is very slow to empty, because it has a double wrapping mechanism. So first it wraps and then it kind of stitches together, so yeah, that makes it a little bit slower than the ones I've seen on the internet, but yeah, I shouldn't complain. I got it very cheaply, it was on discount, so yeah, it's quite perfect still. And it looks like we're gonna have a lot of bales, because I already produced 2. And if you see from that bale to here, we filled up the whole baler. So yeah, it is going to be a lot of bales, and that should keep us alive through the winter, no problems. I might even sell some hay in the spring when the demand is high, and if we are not gonna be in need of bales, yeah, that's gonna be just a little bit of side income. Okay, I think it's time for another time lapse. Okay, we're on the last row, and then I just need to clean up the field a bit, because some rows were too wide for the pickup to pick up. Yeah, so I have to go once around the headland, I think, and that should pretty much be done with it. Now, I didn't count, and I don't know how many bales we got, but it looks plenty. And the napped wrap is holding up. We used around half of the remaining amount we had, so yeah, everything seems fine. And we're gonna be done while the sun is still up, so that's a plus. Okay, so for the update, I was on the phone with the makers of that production, and they actually offer financing. So I might not have to go to the bank to get a loan. I might just be able to get the financing straight from the production plant of the set production. So that sounds pretty tempting, though. I'm not sure how it works, but they said it's without interest, so the interest rate is basically zero. That means that the amount you pay is actually the amount they would charge you if you would pay with cash or in one bank transfer, you know. So yeah, that sounds pretty neat. More and more companies offer that, and there are some standalone companies that give out small loans and stuff like that. So yeah, there are options, you know. You have to have some backing, you have to have some regular income. And yeah, I was talking with them. I said I get a few grand per month in, and I don't really have big expenses. My biggest expenses are usually building and setting up of new stuff and buying equipment. But at the moment we actually have all the equipment we need to have the farm running. Obviously, because we are running the farm all the time. And yeah, if we need anything... Okay. Well, I must have shook that bale loose with vibrations from the tractor. Come on, stop. Stop. Yeah, that's right. Where was I? Yeah, so I am running this farm, and if I need anything, like, for example, tether, like I needed it for today's work, I can simply lease it, and that's it. You know? You don't have to own anything. Well, it's good if you own it, but if you don't, we have options. That's what I wanted to say. Of course you have to own something. Oh man. It shows that it was a long day today. I'm just cleaning up the last few bits I missed, and this is gonna be it. Yeah, the baler must be quite tired. I know I am, so it's gonna be a welcome thing to have a dinner and then go rest. We're gonna take bales off the field next time. So let me just count how many we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Maybe 22. So 21 or 22 bales. And that sounds perfect. We are gonna be rolling in hay. And our sheep are not gonna be hungry. And I do expect to have some lambs fairly quickly. So yeah, this is all so perfect. All is going according to plan, even though I have very little planned. I just go in a vaguely right direction, or a direction I seem to be right. Deem it right. Okay, this is it. Oh, okay. Well, today was a busy day. We used a lot of fuel. We've done a lot of things. But look at that field. Looks so picturesque. I love it. So I would like to thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great time. And yeah, take care. And we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.